Part 4. Rat stopped and moved her head to the side, trying to catch the sound ahead. There was no point in trying to get a visual fix on it. It was too dark, and Rat trusted her hearing above all. Once, her ears had been tuned by autumn breezes between leaves and the plaintive cries of twilight birds, and father's footsteps coming up the hallway. Keeping the lights out so that Mommy wouldn't see. But that had been long, long ago, and far away. Now, her world was a labyrinth of metal, oil, and the resinous sheathing that inevitably led her to the heart of the hive. The sound was a soft, rhythmic patter moving towards her, growing softer as it rippled over the cancerous resin carpeting the aliens habitually left in their wake. Whatever it was not a hostile. This was tiny, and ears hadn't given the signal to indicate approaching danger. She reached down to touch the hardened secretions laid over the conduit flooring. There was no moisture here. She was still a safe distance from any current alien activity. With no threat at hand, she brought the infrared viewers down into position and looked towards the rhythmic shuffling. She rarely used the viewers, as the urge to see distorted her own sonar. The darkness, her strength, her shroud, her ally, even against Daddy, the aliens, honed that sonar and was a comfort to her. Her patience was rewarded with a glimpse of a thin, tubular creature as it cleared a bony structure of resin. It briefly waved feathery tendrils in the darkness before coiling itself into a crevice in the ribbed nadir of the deck. As it did so, something was pushed out of place, something with fingers. The husk of an alien newborn, its spidery legs like bony talons curled uselessly around the withered sack of its spent body. Rat prodded its thorax, but it was brittle, at least a month dead. Cautiously, she looked up at the walls. The cocoon was still in place, but it was empty, its human host gone. The chrysalis had been broken open, the body that had served as womb mysteriously absent. They always left the husk. It ceased to matter once they shed it. Rat scanned the interior cavity. No tissue, no blood. The host had been removed with care. What took the body? She had never known the aliens to touch the husks after the gestation was complete. Even the newborns did not regard the discarded flesh as food. Rat looked down and away, bringing her eyes to rest on the coiled little being that slept, nestled amidst the skeletal knots of resin. A soft, reassuring undulation seemed to begin at the coil. It was soothing, swelling in nearly tangible waves from the creature's rhythmic breathing. Rat lifted the viewers and let her ears take over again. As the darkness embraced her, the sounds sharpened. Yes, she was sure of it. The creature was purring. The darkness became a screen, and Rat savoured the image the creature's purring conjured. A kitten, dimly remembered, its name forgotten, but the aftertaste of her love for it briefly rekindled. Its green eyes had been trusting, grey fur soft and yielding. No, Daddy, not my kitty. And then darkness reasserted itself. As she ground her heel to proceed forward, something slithered underfoot. Rat shifted her weight, and it wriggled free, a soft skittering that dimly echoed behind her. She waited until the sound had passed, and moved on. Dr. Piers Cotlow's eyes were pools of indifference, glimmering in sallow features as cool and blank as the unbroken wall behind him. They betrayed no concern, no malice, no passion. There was no hint that he cared at all about Leader or Richards, or what they had to say. Leader slammed his fist onto the desk, spilling the good doctor's coffee. "God damn it, I want some answers, Kotlow!" Kotlow didn't even blink. "Anger is counterproductive, Sergeant," he cooed with dry amusement. "Richards, I've got a battle to attend to." Leader spat as he faced Kotlow again. Your fucking battle, Doctor. In 7.5 hours, your battlefield could be less than atoms. Do you know what a 4-way cross implosion does to a shitball tub like this? Leader slammed his fist into his palm and ground it, his face fixed in a grimace. He didn't wait for a response. He simply turned to Richards. You get answers. And marched out of Kotlow's makeshift office. Kotlow's reptilian gaze remained undisturbed. He watched Leader strut down the corridor, then turned to Richards. How can I be of help, Lieutenant?